Okay, hello everybody. My name is Erin. I am a creator on IMVU. I also do modeling and graphic arts and a whole bunch of other stuff. And today I am going to teach you how to do kind of a quick little mask to kind of give it your edits a little bit different perspective. So basically, what I'm going to teach you how to do is, let me see if I can pull it up. I was asked to show how I did this, um, where it gives it kind of that mirrored look, but it's still kind of refracted and everything. It's actually really simple, really quick and easy. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, for the purpose, I'm yes using the PSD I originally did, but I actually deleted a few things to where it only leaves the choices of the pictures right there. The triangles that I've already put back as white, so that way it shows up on the black background, so that way I can show you how to apply the gradient, what you have to do to make sure that the pictures will show up doing this. So we're going to go ahead and hide that picture. Now for this purpose, I did create a new gradient. Um, it's not exact. Um, Actually, I think I got it reversed. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We can reverse it so that way it goes back to the normal. So, and then you want to click on that. So what you have to do for this, in order for this to show up correctly, is you're going to have to do a new layer. Make sure that these two are selected. So you want to hold shift and select the two layers. Go to merge layers, and there you go. It's all one set. Now, I also add drop shadow, but that's after we get everything done. Now, the next part is really, it can be complicated if you're not used to using these things. So, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and show that picture up again. Okay. As you can see, it's directly on top of your layer. So we're going to go ahead and name this triangles. Okay. It's directly above. Now, granted, it does have a drop shadow on it, but that's fine. It ain't going to cause any harm. What you want to do is you want to hold your Alt after you get that. Okay. And when you hold your Alt, you should see this symbol. It's like a little square with an arrow pointing down to the triangles. That indicates where you want it to mask for which layer wants to be the mask. So you want to go ahead and click on triangles, and you'll see that it comes up linked like this, and there's your picture in the triangles. So what you want to do, go ahead and you do this as well. And it stacked like that looks, it's fine, that's how it's supposed to. So as you can see, we got two different ones now in the background, and bam. So remember, again, the trick is you want to hit that Alt while your layer is there, and you want to hover kind of on that black line to where that symbol will show up, and then you want to go ahead and click, and it undoes it and then redoes it. And of course, if you undo it, you have to do it to both. But that is how you create that look. Um, the other one that I was being asked about um, was the uh, how I did this one. As you can see, there's glass shards and everything like that. And of course, as you can see, it's reflected, a different picture. So, in order to create this one, I actually used two different pictures. I used this one in the background without the glass and everything like that as the primary. I created that for this particular look. But then I also went in and I used, let's see if I can find the folder. There it is. It's like, where's the folder? Um, so this was an ad that I created for Muse Magazine. And so this is what is reflected in the glass shards. So you can see the little hand there. It's actually two pictures in one for the glass. So it's kind of like it's a break-free type of thing. Um, Surprisingly enough, no, I did not make the glass shards. I was kind of crunched in time, but and last time I tried to make glass shards, it didn't work very well. But so what I did was I do have PNGs that I got from PNG Tree, free downloads. So one of them, and actually I think this one still actually has the PNG Tree on it. One of them is this one, which you can't see, so let me add a background real quick to it so you can see it. There you go. So as you can see, here's the shattered glass. Now you might find things missing and everything on it, like the ones on the side and everything, because gotta make it. And of course, that one right there. That one was a kind of a pain to get rid of that, so I could put it in there because it was right on the glass shard. So I actually had to go in and take care of the pixels. The other one I did was this one. This one you can see actually a little bit better, but we'll go ahead and. So this one also is another pre-made that I got from PNG Tree, I believe. Yeah, I think it was. And as you can see, really cool, epic glass looking. You don't usually have to add drop shadow to it because some of them have it, but it might be nice to add emphasis to it. Um, so for this purpose, I am going to use these to kind of show you what I did. Um, so what we want to do is go back to right here. I'm going to go ahead and select this. Actually, wait, let me see what size I put it. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and select that. You want to go ahead and copy it. And we'll go ahead and do this. So, as you can see, it's right under that glass, but it already looks like the glassy thing. You can sit there and move this thing any which way you want to. So, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. This one, it does take a lot of patience. Um, because I have not found any other way to do this yet. But if I do, then I will update you. You are literally going to, I'm go ahead and zoom in. And let's do it again. Okay, here we go. You see the edges? You're literally, if I can talk, you're going to literally cut around it. Like erase it. Now you could do a select tool. I'm sure that works. I have found that when it has edges like this, where it's not like a really solid, um, solid piece, and it has transparency to it, it doesn't always like to select, and then you're still in the same pickle. So sometimes this is just easier. And like I said, if I find another way, I will let you know. But this is how I do it. But I also don't have an issue of taking hours on time doing something. Alright. So once you get this done, it literally looks like, you got everything. So I also do that real quick. There we go. Sometimes you just have to lower the opacity. So you go ahead and only lower it to where you can still see it, but so you can still erase it. But as you see, pretty clear. So we can raise that back up. Go ahead and erase the extra. Okay, that's a cleaner edge. So that way when you, and there you go. It looks like it's actually part of the, now, like I said, you can play around with this if you want. I don't usually do that for that because it already comes with that kind of transparency. So by the time that you're done with that, it will come out looking like that. And that's literally all you have to do. You can lower the opacity to it if you want for the actual picture itself, kind of lower it to where it kind of has that glossy look. Um, but that's pretty much it. It's not anything great or anything like that. I always recommend you can sit there and take time and create every single one of your pieces, which is great. If you've got the time for that, I recommend it. But there are some times where you don't have the time and you need something quick. I usually go to like PNG Tree, or other places where they have, you have to pay for the subscription, or they allow you so many free ones during the day, or whatever. PNG Tree does not, if I remember right, but it might. But there's a couple that I do that don't. Um, but they have a vast library of uh, backgroundless um, items that you can use in many of your edits. So these were the two that were the major one. For the second one, for the triangles in the back, I was asked about that. Let's go ahead. I actually made that myself. Um, it was a bit of a pain, but I used the triangle. I keep forgetting what it's called, but in the video game. But that's actually the triangle from The Legend of Zelda, the Triforce. There we go, Triforce. Um, so I did that, and then basically to make the pattern, I literally matched it up from edge to edge to get it looking like that. But that's what I used. It was a PNG. I was like, hey, cool, because I'm a gamer. Uh, uh, Zelda's my go-to on a few of them, along with Final Fantasy. But this is what that was from. You can take the weirdest things and turn it into a background. Um, Now the other one I was asked about was, let's see if I can get this one last one. Was this one? Um, the background, the exception of the floor, because that again was a PNG thing that was added. But the actual background with the denim, and then that uh, pattern I made myself. Exception of the snaps. That was a PNG that I shrunk and put it in there because I thought it looked cool. But the rest of it, the stitches, the that's a denim pattern, two denim patterns differently. But I made each of the squares. Um, it was very painful to do. Um, I think next time, instead of trying to make a border, I'm just going to make like four different or three different size boxes. Well, I guess two on one of them. But you gotta sit there and basically alternate it. So if you've got the one with just the border around it, then you gotta put that there, and then you can't put it in until you get the new one in, and get it all added in. Now with um, drop shadow, as you can see, the one with the border has a drop shadow on it. The other ones do not. I kind of wanted to alternate it so that way it kind of gave that like a ripple effect, where you could definitely tell what's raised and what's not. Um, so I always recommend for something like this, if you're gonna want to do something kind of fun like this, try it out with the different shapes that you can do, different styles, and remember you can make your own. So like this one's one of mine, but you can make your own and do your own thing. And I highly recommend saving if you do create. Excuse me, it's like early in the morning. I would recommend saving your styles, and I recommend saving your PSD uh, multiple times. Because if you're anything like me, you might accidentally, delete something, or like if you have malfunctioning headset stand that like to blue screen your computer, uh, it's really helpful because not always does Photoshop recover it. So you always want to save multiple times. Um, but yeah, so there you go. Creating anything, whether it be clothing, furniture, rooms, even your edits, is completely supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to, just have fun with it and try out different things, and always remember less is more. You do not have to do extravagant layouts. I would love to show you what I mean by this, but that's going to be a different video. So that way I can kind of show you how how to kind of do something different. But that's on a different. So yes, when you're doing your own backgrounds, have fun with it. Play around with it. Don't um, say, hey, this is definitely going to be for an edit, because if you go in with that mindset, then yeah, it's not going to come out right. It's going to be okay. I'm just going to go in and have fun. Thankfully, when I was doing this edit and I was having fun with it, I am currently modeling for Chloe on IMView, and she had this epic denim outfit, and I thought it was just perfect to go with it. So, yeah, I don't think she's seen it yet. Well, I haven't posted it yet, but I do have it done. Um, but have fun with it, because I used to do this all the time when I first became a creator. Was, oh well, I want to be like this person, or I want to do things like that person. Um, my edits are nowhere near a lot of people's edits. A lot of them are able to just make it so realistic that it's not even funny. Um, which I you can do in some instances, but I'm not gonna go all into that. But I do want to make it fun. I do want to make it look. I don't like doing edits like that because the other thing is not only does it take out the realism, or make it too realistic, but it also kind of alters the outfit that you're trying to advertise, or the hair that you're trying to advertise, because people look on that visual. So it's, yeah, don't put too much into it, and like I said, do the backgrounds first and just have fun with it. And who knows, you might not have something for a good couple of months that you can use it for, and then other times you can. So but yeah, there you go. So those were the three that I did, that I was being asked about. Um, so I'm sorry, Chloe, that I had to use your ads to do this, but okay. At least you got a video now. But yes, if you are an IMVU person that wants to watch this, definitely go by Chloe, because as you can see, outfits are epic. Um, they're actually really easy to work with for edits as well, because some of it already has, the shadowing and stuff in certain areas that you need it, so you don't have to add too much. But there you go. So yeah, go ahead, give a comment about, if there's anything else that might be able to help you out with, and have a good one.